The plan was simple. A week-long sailing trip, a chance to reconnect with old friends, a much-needed escape from the mundane. 5 of us, all college buddies, chartered a sailboat, stocked up on supplies, and set sail with high spirits and a thirst for adventure. Little did we know the adventure we craved would soon morph into a desperate fight for survival. The first 2 days were idyllic. The sun was our constant companion, the gentle rocking of the boat our lullaby. We swam in azure waters, feasted on freshly caught fish, and shared stories that echoed with laughter and nostalgia. We were invincible, or so we thought. Our carefree bubble was shattered on the 3rd day. A rogue wave, monstrous and unforgiving, slammed into our vessel, tossing us into the churning sea like rag dolls. The sailboat, our sanctuary, our lifeline, was gone, swallowed whole by the relentless ocean. We were adrift, 5 souls at the mercy of the vast, unforgiving sea. Panic, raw and immediate, surged through our veins. The immensity of our situation, the sheer vastness of the ocean surrounding us, was both terrifying and humbling. Gone was the playful banter, the carefree laughter. In its place, a chilling silence, broken only by the crashing waves and the frantic beating of our own hearts. We clung to the wreckage, a meager collection of flotsam and jetsam that the cruel sea had spared, a splintered piece of the mast, a life buoy, a cooler that bobbed precariously on the surface. These meager possessions, symbols of our shattered journey, were now our only hope. As the initial shock subsided, the stark reality of our predicament set in. We were stranded miles from land with no way to call for help. The sun beat down mercilessly, thirst clawed at our throats and hunger gnawed at our bellies. We had to act, and act fast, if we wanted to survive.
Our immediate priority was shelter. The relentless sun, our friend in happier times, was now a formidable foe, threatening to bake us alive. Dehydration was a clear and present danger, and we knew that without shade, our situation would quickly deteriorate.
We collected the scattered debris, our eyes scanning the waves for anything that could aid our survival. The splintered mast, with its tangle of ropes and sails, became the foundation of our makeshift raft. The cooler, battered but still buoyant, was lashed to the mast, offering a semblance of structure.
It was a crude contraption held together by hope and desperation, but it was all we had. As the sun dipped towards the horizon, casting long shadows across the rippling water, we huddled beneath our flimsy shelter, exhausted, terrified, but united in our determination to survive. The long night stretched before us, an endless expanse of darkness, punctuated by the rhythmic crashing of waves and the whispered fears we dared not speak aloud. Sleep was a fleeting visitor, snatched in stolen moments between bouts of shivering cold and the gnawing pangs of hunger.
The rising sun brought little comfort. Our throats were parched, our lips cracked and dry. The meager rations we salvaged from the wreckage were dwindling, each bite a painful reminder of the abundance we once took for granted.
Fishing, our lifeline in the days before the storm, now seemed like an impossible feat. Our lines went slack, the bait untouched. Despair, insidious and relentless, began to seep into our once optimistic group.
We faced a grim reality, and the fight for survival had only just begun. Section 5, The Fury of the Storm. As if our plight wasn't dire enough, the heavens opened on the 3rd day. A storm, violent and unforgiving, swept across the open sea, unleashing its fury upon our fragile craft. Waves, towering walls of water, crashed over us, threatening to rip our raft and our hopes to shreds. We clung to the mast, our bodies battered, our spirits broken. Lightning split the sky, illuminating the churning sea in a macabre light show. Thunder roared, a deafening symphony of nature's raw power. For hours, the storm raged, testing the limits of our endurance and the strength of our makeshift shelter. When the storm finally abated, leaving behind an eerie calm, we were a sorry sight. Soaked to the bone, shivering uncontrollably, our bodies and spirits were battered but not broken. We had weathered the storm, a testament to the indomitable human spirit and the power of shared adversity. Section 6, picking up the pieces. The following days were a blur of exhaustion and relentless effort. The sun, once again our adversary, beat down mercilessly, baking the exposed deck of our raft. We rationed our remaining water with agonizing care, each sip a precious commodity. Yet amidst the despair, a glimmer of hope emerged.
We discovered that a small first aid kit had survived the storm. Inside, a mirror, a beacon of hope in our watery prison.
Using the mirror to reflect the sun's rays, we were able to signal for help, our hearts soaring with each flickering flash.
Days turned into nights, the passage of time marked by the rising and setting sun. Our bodies were weak, our spirits frayed, but our hope, rekindled by the mirror, burned brightly. We had survived the storm, endured hunger and thirst, and now, with each passing hour, we clung to the belief that rescue was within reach. Section 7, the sun's relentless glare. The days that followed the storm were a relentless cycle of scorching sun and stifling humidity. The ocean, once a source of fear, now seemed to mock us with its vastness.
The skin on our faces and arms became taut and cracked, a painful reminder of the sun's unrelenting assault. We sought refuge beneath our meager shelter, our bodies pressed together for any semblance of shade.
Words, once plentiful, were now scarce, conserved like our precious water. We communicated in nods, shared glances, a silent language forged in the crucible of our shared experience.
The nights brought little respite. The air, thick with humidity, clung to us like a shroud. Sleep, when it came, was fitful and dream-ridden, haunted by images of flowing water and overflowing plates of food. Section 8, finding light in the darkness.
Despite the relentless hardships, we found moments of humor, glimmers of joy that helped sustain us through the darkest hours.
We told stories, reminisced about shared memories, our laughter echoing across the desolate expanse of the sea.
One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, a flock of birds descended upon our raft.
Their presence, unexpected and exhilarating, broke the monotony of our days.
We watched as they soared overhead, their cries a poignant reminder of the life that teems beyond our watery prison.
That night, for the first time since the storm, we sang.
Old camp songs, college anthems, anything to lift our spirits and remind ourselves of the world that lay beyond the horizon.
Our voices, hoarse but filled with hope, carried across the water, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit.
Section 9, the homestretch. As we entered the second week of our ordeal, hope, once a flickering flame, began to burn brighter. We had survived the storm, endured hunger and thirst, and found strength in the face of despair. Our bodies were battered, our spirits frayed, but we were alive. Each sunrise brought renewed hope, each sunset a reminder of our resilience. We continued to signal with the mirror, our arms aching, our eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of salvation. One afternoon, a speck on the horizon, barely perceptible against the vast blue canvas of the sky. We watched, our hearts pounding, as the speck grew larger, taking shape. A ship, its white sails billowing in the breeze, was heading towards us. Section 10, rescue at dawn. The sight of the ship, a beacon of hope amidst the vast emptiness of the sea, unleashed a torrent of emotions. Joy, relief, disbelief, and a profound sense of gratitude washed over us. We laughed, we cried, we embraced each other, our bodies trembling with the sheer magnitude of the moment. As the ship drew closer, we could see the crew waving, their faces etched with concern and relief. A rescue boat was lowered, cutting through the waves towards our battered raft. We climbed aboard, our legs shaky, our bodies weak, but our spirits soaring. As we sailed towards the ship, the rising sun casting a golden glow on the water, I looked back at our raft, our home for what felt like an eternity. It was a testament to our will, a symbol of our resilience. We had faced death in the eye and emerged, battered but not broken. Section 11, lessons etched in salt and sun. Our ordeal at sea was a journey of extremes, a testament to the fragility of life and the indomitable nature of the human spirit.
We had stared into the abyss of despair and found the strength to claw our way back.
The experience left an indelible mark on each of us, etching lessons in our hearts that transcended the boundaries of our watery prison.
We learned the true meaning of gratitude, the importance of resilience, and the profound power of human connection.
Most importantly, we learned that even in the darkest of times, hope, like a beacon in the night, can guide us towards the light.
We carry the lessons of the sea within us, a reminder that even amidst the vastness of the ocean, the human spirit can prevail.